Hello everyone, thanks for joining our webinar today. If you have any questions during the session, please submit them via the Q&A button at the top of the interface. Those questions will be answered at the end. This webinar will be recorded and you will receive a copy of it delivered to your email account after the webinar. I hope you enjoy, and I'll now hand you over to our experts, Jesus Arias, Members and Solutions from the KNX Association, and Michele Rossi, Product Manager Automation from the Qt company. Over to you.
Great, thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome to everyone to this webinar about building automation 4.0 with KNX and Qt. I'm very happy that Michele invited me to participate in this webinar. Definitely the focus on this webinar is about their solution, the Qt solution. But I think it's very good for the attendees to receive a quick overview of the KNX so they can see where the solution fits in the whole ecosystem. My name is Jesus Arias, and my role with the KNX Association is to assist companies that want to develop product solutions for the KNX market. And I'm here today giving a presentation about the current status of the KNX. I call this the KNX development in the IoT era. Of course, being IoT in the center of the stage nowadays, it is good to understand where we are in the picture. This is a agenda, what we are going to look at, KNX Technology, KNX Technology, also why is, or the main takeaways that you can take from the KNX, and KNX Classic, what has been working in the market over the 25 years. KNX has been in the market for more than 25 years. Current installations, understanding how KNX is deployed, KNX NetIP, which is KNX using IP physical layers. Also, a quick look into the ETS Inside, which is a new software configuration in KNX that is or has very interesting novelties in the past weeks, and KNX IoT, upcoming specifications. So without further ado, I will first introduce you to the KNX technology, the main key points of the KNX technology, or the most important takeaways. Well, definitely the most interesting aspect of KNX is the truly interoperability. Like no other standard offers the same system integration experience. So if it's well known in the community of the KNX system integrators, is that you pick up any two KNX devices and they work together. So that's definitely the main highlight of KNX. Also, applications with more than 8,000 certified devices, where almost 1,000 have been certified over the last 2 to 3 years. KNX covers pretty much any application you can think of in a building. And lastly, KNX is international standard. The good thing is you are not tied to any hardware platform or service provider. So that's very interesting for developers. And from the international standardization point of view, KNX is ISO, of course, but also it is, or we push KNX as a local standard. So latest contribution, KNX has been adopted as an Australian technical specification. Okay, so what is KNX? The KNX Classic. KNX Classic is a field device that is certified in a 3-level from physical layer, KNX stack, and application program. This is what ensures the interoperability of the KNX device with any other device. as I said before, more than 8,000 certified devices right now, and there are 16 test labs that are independent from the KNX Association that carry out the test to certify these products. So if we look at the composition of a KNX field device, in this KNX Classic is a piece of hardware plus a KNX stack, then an application program. This is also very important in KNX. You develop the hardware to communicate with the KNX communication ecosystem, but you as a manufacturer also develop the application program. So this is also standardized across the KNX technology, and you configure all these devices with one single tool, as we will see in the next slides. Current installations, it is important to understand how KNX is installed, especially when you think of developing solutions for KNX technology. We look on the left side. It's remarkable that KNX installations don't have a central controller. So each device has its own intelligence to be able to communicate with the other equipment, with the other devices on the installation. First, you need to set up and commission that network of devices using one specific tool, which is called ETS. This is vendor independent tool. And it also allows a secure configuration. This is unique in the market because developers are released from offering configuration tools. Also, to set up a KNX installation, you only need one configuration tool for this KNX set of devices. Also, from the development point of view, you can go to the market with just one product. Let's say you can develop a sensor for KNX, and you don't need to develop the tools to configure that sensor, or you don't need to develop more products to have a full portfolio. With just one product, you can go to the market. And constant update of the specifications. As I mentioned, KNX Secure is one of the latest and most important additions to the international standard KNX to ensure secure communication and secure configuration of the network. KNX Classic has been traditionally strong in specific communication media, twisted pair, radio frequency, which is specific for KNX, also power line. On the other hand, we have IP, and IP is commonly used to route for routing purposes. For instance, you can have a large building. On each floor, you have your KNX equipment working over twisted pair, radio frequency, and then you link all these floors using the existing IP infrastructure, and KNX can communicate over the IP. So, as you can see, IP communication is possible, and it is thanks to the KNX NetIP protocol, which has been also in the market for more than 10 years, if I'm not mistaken. And the main highlights of the KNX NetIP is basically the same structure of the telegram over twisted pair, but encapsulated on an IP telegram. It is mainly used for routing as a transmission backbone, but it's also used on the form of tunneling, so client server. So, for instance, you have a visualization app working on the IP side that is able to communicate with the KNX installation. It is important to highlight that KNX NetIP is definitely not IP friendly, and it wasn't designed first or at first for IT integration. So developers must work with the KNX specifications to implement the KNX NetIP. And this is definitely a big barrier for people on the IT side that want to develop solutions, clients, visualization, or to implement digitalization techniques on the IT side towards IP. This has been a big barrier. That's why this solution being presented today by Michele fits perfectly in this picture, as it offers a good way to fast track this IT integration. As for the ETS Inside being one of the latest novelties in KNX, I mentioned there is one unique tool to configure all the KNX equipment. This is normally a tool that is owned by the system integrator. In pursuing a bigger market, especially smart homes, KNX Association released a couple of years ago the ETS Inside, which basically is a simplified ETS software that allows a more simplistic design and commissioning of the installation. So you can use, for instance, a tablet or a smartphone to configure a KNX installation. So this is important because it allows KNX to go more in the smart home market. And the difference is that the ETS software now is not sitting on a computer of a system integrator, but is sitting in the or inside the installation. So it remains in the installation on site. So, and also it keeps the configuration files on site. And this server, ETS Inside server, offers a user interface for configuration and commissioning. So you can connect with any Android, Apple device, or Windows tablet and configure the installation. The latest novelty is that 3-4 weeks ago, this ETS Inside was released for a Linux platform. So it's the very first time that ETS works, the ETS Inside works on a Linux platform. And to conclude with my overview of KNX, KNX IoT. Well, there is a great presentation that was done for the Qt Summit, I think 1 or 2 years ago, where my colleague Dries, who is the IoT architect, gave a great explanation about the KNX IoT. I just want to show you the big overview where KNX is within this picture of IoT. Well, KNX classic devices that we discussed previously in this presentation that are connected via a KNX IoT gateway to the IP infrastructure. Then capable KNX devices that are directly connected to the Ethernet or the Wi-Fi. There are in fact few cases, but they are very rare right now at the moment. And the way of being configured is based on the KNX NetIP protocol. Constrained KNX IoT devices. This is using mesh networks and 6LoWPAN. That's why we have an agreement, or we are working together with Thread to get this done as well. A pure KNX IoT stack that is running in the building. So this is a native KNX IP stack. And likewise, we can mirror this on the cloud side of the installation. And lastly, the internet devices that are able to communicate natively with all the KNX network. So this is a work in progress right now. KNX Association is working on the specifications. Actually, there are new specifications being released this year towards IoT. And yeah, this is the quick overview I wanted to share with you. So now Michele can definitely give you a good explanation about his solution. So Michele, I think you can continue.
Thank you very much, Jesus. So I'm taking over on your presentation. So can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so hello everybody. My name is Michele Rossi. I'm product manager for the automation market at the Qt company. Before to start talking about our focus in the building 4.0 era, I would like to give you a brief overview about the Qt company today. So the Qt company today is a worldwide company. We have offices worldwide and we are more than 300 people. We support more than 1 million developers and our main focus is to maintain and further develop the Qt framework. What is Qt and where you can find Qt in the building automation market? You can find that in many use cases, starting from building management systems to surveillance and security devices and application, entry door systems, home hub, mobile, smart TVs, water heater, and room house and touch interfaces. So what is important to know is that it's not only present in order to create a UI application and desktop application, embedded application, but also Qt framework has been used in order to create backend application thanks to its flexibility. Talking about building 4.0 trend needs, we are identifying 4 main players in the value chain of the building automation market. So if we start considering building constructor, we are seeing a digital trend also in this specific area, where 3D, augmented reality are entering in this ecosystem in order to deliver fast project to the market, avoiding errors in delivering the project and also improving the quality of the building itself. These are some examples, and the other player we want to talk about is, of course, the device and software company in the building automation market, mainly focusing on building KNX product, and the need they are facing are, how can I go faster in the market with my solution? How can I provide a unified user experience across all my use cases as a device and software manufacturer? And how can I maintain during all the life cycle of my devices, my software? The other player we are considering in this specific market are system integrator, installer, and end user. And both of them are facing the need of having important user experience in terms of how can I easily make a commissioning of all the devices I'm receiving from the device manufacturer, and as an user, how can I use in the best way as possible the software and the devices I'm getting installed in my specific building. So starting from this consideration and focusing mainly on the KNX device manufacturer, we start thinking which are the needs that a KNX device manufacturer is facing on his own. So we are seeing more and more players in the KNX market seeing a need of having an integration between different devices they are shipping on the market, like touch panel, like thermostat, like a mobile application, building management system, gateways. All these devices, they need to be integrated between each other and even communicate to the cloud, for example. And another focus we are seeing from this company is how can I go in the market faster? How can I maintain my software in the best way as possible in order to save time in maintaining my code in the future? And how can I provide the best user experience to my customer, the system integrator or installer? The most important thing we are seeing is the user experience importance. So we are seeing a market really driven by the consumer experience, where a consumer is facing a mobile application, is facing an ecosystem of app, and he wants to see the same user experience across all the devices he's touching and is using. So that's why it's really important as a KNX manufacturer company to provide a unified user experience across all the use cases I'm providing to the market. I want to talk about the importance of Qt in this specific ecosystem and in this facing need for this player. Because Qt is not only a UI framework, but it's more than that. It's a software development framework that is covering both backend and front end. And in this case, it's really important to understand that what I mean for backend is the connectivity part. How can I interconnect different applications between each other? And more than that, how can I go on the market with the same application across all the use cases? That's exactly our focus on the Building 4.0 area. We want to enable KNX device manufacturer and software developer to have the same user experience for the customer across all the use cases they are delivering on the market. Not only on the desktop application or on the touch panel or on the mobile, but even on the web and on the microcontroller they need to think to ship on the market. And in order to do that, we are seeing companies, they are rebranding Qt in order to go in the market even faster, enabling the system integrator customizing their own application on top of the devices they are shipping with Qt inside. So that's our focus and how we want to enable device manufacturer being even more faster in the Building 4.0 area. The value of Qt in the KNX ecosystem is as an integrator part. So we have done different demos in order to show the value, like for example, the value of Qt 3D Studio in order to create a simulation as a digital twin scenario into the building space in order to simulate how a room can behave, in order to control how I can integrate voice control directly within my application. And the value of Qt in this ecosystem is an easy way, a collant between different ecosystem. You can integrate API, you can integrate different provider, and you can go in the market faster in order to create your KNX application. So that's exactly the value we want to provide in the KNX ecosystem. In order to do that, what we have done, the Qt framework is developing a specific module called Qt KNX. And today, Qt KNX is a KNX NetIP client implementation in order to allow you to easily connect your Qt application that is running everywhere directly with a KNX server. You can find online really a lot of documentation around what we have done about the Qt KNX, and I'm really looking forward to have your feedback about what are your specific needs related to your use cases. So today we are not only delivering the Qt KNX NetIP stack as a client implementation, but what we are working on is also providing you a way to create secure application within Qt KNX module. So today, if you want to start to build your own Qt application with the secure connection, you can already do that. Thanks to the next release, you will find the Qt KNX module in the 5.13 release. So our major focus in the KNX world is to be the way to unify the developer experience across all the use cases in the building automation market. If you think of white goods, if you think of monitoring system, if you think of remote control, you can really use Qt across all the scenarios here. And what means standardizing one framework across all the use cases? It means a lot of cost saving in terms of how can I reuse my code, how can I maintain my code, and how can I deliver faster solution across different teams that I have, for example, worldwide. Our major focus at the Qt company, in order to provide you the best experience, developer experience for the building automation market, is working on specific topic in terms of product innovation. We are working on the connectivity because we want to be the framework for the edge devices in the building automation market. So thanks to the fact that I mentioned you before, so Qt is not only a UI framework, is a complete framework also offering you backend libraries. We want to provide you a way to exchange data between the KNX ecosystem and the cloud, for example. We want to enable developer faster application using tooling in order to shorten the time to go to market. We want to enable your use cases also on different use cases, not only having a UI, but for example, headless devices like gateway, home hub. You can think to run Qt also inside these use cases. And we want to enable future-proof application also with augmented reality or 3D trend in the building automation market. And what's the most important thing is that you can consider Qt for its scalability properties. So you can reuse your code across all the use cases you are facing. So these are the main items we are working on in terms of product innovation for the future. As I was mentioning before, for us, shortening your developer time is really important. That's why we develop 2 specific tooling for creating a future-proof UI. The first tool is called Qt Design Studio. In this case, you can import a UI asset from Photoshop or Sketch, and it creates automatic code that you can reuse directly inside your application. And what we are seeing, more and more companies in the building automation market, they are referring to external design firm as a partner in order to create astonish user experience for the customer. And Design Studio tool exactly allow you to better cooperate with these external designer companies in order to go in the market faster. And the other tool I want to mention that I was showing to you before in the video is the Qt 3D Studio. Qt 3D Studio allows you to create 3D animation and integrate 2D and 3D animation directly in your Qt application. So think about what you can achieve with these 2 tooling for your building automation solution. What I want also to mention is our focus in order to expand the use cases within Qt in the building automation market. So as I was mentioning to you before, Qt can be used not only as a framework for UI application, but also in order to create application for headless devices. So if you think of how is moving today the market, we are seeing more system integrator and installer. They want to have a fast interaction with the server or with the headless devices. And the fast interaction you can think of having is opening a browser in your mobile or opening a browser in your desktop. So don't asking the system integrator to install any third-party application in order to customize, for example, the home hub or the gateway in the field. And that's exactly, we are working on a technology called Qt for WebAssembly that allow you to port your front-end Qt application directly for the browser, because Qt for WebAssembly allow you to run C++ application done with Qt directly in the browser. And use case like this, it's really easy to create thanks to Qt and Qt for WebAssembly. Another focus I want to mention is our investment into the MCU space, allowing you to reuse the same code and optimizing your application for an MCU target. So in this case, we are further developing our support for different hardware platform in the market. So today, ST Microelectronics and NXP are our major focus in order to allow you to create astonishing application not only on the microprocessor or on the desktop, but also on the microcontroller space. As a Qt company, what we want to make you is to go in the market as fast as possible with the best solution. So if you need specific support, if you need a specific topic to be covered together, what we can provide to you is a step-by-step approach that we can join together. If you need a specific strategical decision, we can support you in that. If you need a concepting phase using Qt for your use cases, we can support you in that. If you need to prototype in order to test your application, we can help you in order to go on the market faster. And the most important thing is also that we can support you maintaining your code. So for example, if you have Yocto, if you have any other type of implementation, you selected a specific operating system or a specific board, we can help you maintaining and deploy this application faster for your selected hardware. This slide represents why companies today in the market, in the building automation market, are selecting Qt. For the business value they are getting in order to go in the market faster, and with high return on investment across all the use cases they are providing. So we were asking an external company called Forest the Total Economic Impact Study, and they were telling us that result in a composite organization between 4 companies as a result from usage of Qt for a company delivering 40 product version, having 7 developers in the building automation market, having a global device volume of 3,000 units. The return on investment is above 250%. And this is really important to understand when I'm looking into a technology that I want to bet for my future product. So what I want to look into is how can I save money, how can I go in the market fast, and how can I build a future-proof solution for my customer. So this is why we are focusing in providing to you the best user experience and developer experience. So if you want to try Qt KNX module, I'm inviting you to go on our website and click Try Qt for Automation, because our investment into the Qt KNX scenario, allowing you to create Building 4.0 application, has been done as an add-on on top of our Qt product. And if you are interested more having information about Qt KNX, please contact us, and we are really pleased to give you all the information you want to have. I want to give you an highlight about our next webinar for the Building 4.0 market is how to build a gateway between Qt KNX and Qt MQTT. So we are seeing MQTT being one of the standard protocol in order to retrieve and send information from the cloud. So all the major cloud providers are standardizing MQTT, and then Qt MQTT is a standard protocol we are supporting within the Qt framework. So we are going to show you how to create the best gateway between KNX and MQTT with your Qt application in our next webinar with Qt. So I want to thank you all for joining us in this webinar. I hope the information we sent you was helpful in order to understand where we are looking into, how to provide to you the best value for your Building 4.0 application. We are open for questions, so please write your question in the Q&A session, and thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you, Michele and Jesus. So we have now time for the Q&A. So please use the Q&A button at the top of the interface to submit your questions. We have a few questions already. So first one is, will the Qt KNX cover also the TP implementation or only the IP implementation?
Okay, so thank you, Sala, for the question. In this case, our major focus is to enable IP application. So our major investment in the beginning has been done in order to cover all the trend into the IP scenario. And that's why we are also investing into the secure connection point of view in order to enable you to create more secure application. Today is not in our roadmap having a TP implementation within the Qt application, because we are not covering that part of the stack into the KNX protocol. But we are really looking into feedback because we have done a lot of investment having the Qt KNX module in our framework, and this is really important to have your feedback in terms of understanding your use case. So please reach out to us if you have specific need with the TP implementation also.
Great, thank you. Then there was just a question about the roadmap. What is the roadmap of the Qt KNX module?
Yes, so our major focus now is to maintain and further develop the secure connection part, because we are strongly believing that the security will be also the most important aspect and scenario in the building for the zero trend area, and this is where we are going to invest our major focus in our roadmap for the Qt KNX module.
Then we had a couple more. In addition to group communication, does Qt support properties read and write?
Yes, so what is important to understand is that if you go directly in our website documentation.qt.io, you can see there all the list of what we are supporting within the Qt framework with the Qt KNX. So in this case, we are supporting that, but I'm inviting you to go and read exactly what you are looking for, because it's really well documented. So if you need just to Google Qt KNX module documentation, and what is gonna show you, it's all the information you can find directly in our documentation.
Then we have a question. I have an IoT smoke sensing solution I would want to design. Can you brief on how Qt KNX can be of help?
Yeah, sure. So what is really important to understand is which footprint do you need for your device. So with Qt today, we are looking into reducing our footprint in order to fit all the use cases in the IoT scenario. It's really hard today to cover also the sensor scenario. So it's really depending on the hardware you are selecting. And today, what we are looking into is, for example, I don't know if you are a user of Qt today and if you are using Qt Creator, but you can, for example, deploy your application for a selected hardware. I don't know which kind of hardware you are selecting. And starting from Qt Design Studio, in order to create your design. I don't know if your application has a front end or is only back end. So if it's only back end, you can think of using Qt Creator as ID. And then having Qt Creator as ID, you can create your application and then deploy your application on top of your hardware. So that's basically the workflow we are looking into. I hope I answered your question.
Then there is, okay, there's actually a follow-up question to the previous one. Can you specify devices to use?
So in this case, we are the Value of Qt is a cross-platform framework. So we are supporting the majority of the hardware platform in the market, and it's really a matter of understanding which kind of hardware you are using, because as I told you, we are cross-platform, and the most important thing is understanding the footprint and the requirement you are selecting for your hardware. So will be necessary to have a further discussion related to your specific topic related to that.
Then we have a question, is the Qt user interface only reachable with a browser on the iPad, iPhone, Android, or also with a dedicated app without using the browser?
So as I showed you before, what you can think of creating with Qt are cross-platform applications. So you can deploy your application on an embedded device and then use a technology like WebAssembly or another technology like WebGL. You can stream or make digesting your application directly in the browser. It means that you have a mobile, you have a tablet, you open a browser, and then connecting your infrastructure like a router with Wi-Fi to the browser, and you see your application running in the browser directly in the tablet streamed from your device that is running a Qt application. And if you need to have a native mobile application, then you can think to use Qt in order to create this native application using Qt for Android or Qt for iOS, because Qt, as I mentioned, is a cross-platform framework that allow you to port your application across all the operating system in the market.
Then how are new ETS project file formats handled? Each revision of ETS introduces changes in the file schema. How does Qt handle this?
So this is something we are working on. So today you can import ETS 5 project directly into the Qt application, and then basically you see all your information. And it will be really important to understand what you are looking into. Because as I said, today we are supporting this, but maybe you have specific topic that you want to talk about. So please reach out to us if you have specific need on that.
Great. I think that might be all the questions we have. If there is further conversations you would like to continue, obviously feel free to email Jesus or Michele. You can see the email addresses on the screen at the moment. Was there anything else that you wanted to cover in terms of kind of frequently asked questions or anything like that?
I think Michele performed very well in these questions.
Great. Okay, I think that is all the questions we have for today. If there are any additional questions, please obviously email either Jesus or Michele. We also have a kind of general email address you can use. So info@qt.io. So feel free to reach out to any of those addresses. But thank you so much for our presenters, Jesus and Michele. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And thanks everyone for joining. Have a great week.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.